Hi guys, and welcome to a Big Shadows World, and this is Project 5 Sightseer. So we're going to give it a run, give it a little look. Had a couple of days looking. I did try to broadcast a couple of times, but trouble with the mic. So hopefully I have that sorted now, and I should be coming through loud and clear. Okay, so let's get into it. It's a very much a Factorio kind of Astroneer type game. And the main aim here, of course, is to gather resources and build extractors to get them out of the ground, gather gases, liquids, and build infrastructure. And again, it is player versus player, so you may end up having to defend your place if you're on a multiplayer server. Okay, so there's the world. We go in with our configuration, and we end up in our little buggy. So here it is here, nice and close, and you can see on top there we have at the back a little radar, and at the front that's actually a mining turret. Bit of water by the looks of it down there, must be cloud. Dust storm coming. First thing we want to do is turn on our mining turret, and that's done with the number 1 key, and turn on the radar. That's done with the number 2. So number 1 position, number 2 position. And if anyone does pop on, just let me know how that's going. Rightio. So the first thing we need to do is find resources. And you can see just off into the distance there, that's a container of some kind. And you can see it on the radar on the top left hand side. So this is the third attempt at a live stream. And microphone was causing major issues. I've been absent for about 3 months actually. Both Little Shadow and myself are most annoyed that we lost access to the internet. We do live in a major city and you would expect a bit better than that. But nope, couldn't get it where I lived. The service I had upgraded, and unfortunately the new service didn't service this area. Rightio, so what you got to do is collect the, don't actually zap it there, collect the resources, and what we really want to find is a large copper base. Now we go to every single resource spot we can find. We do get credits every time we find a location, so you just saw it pop up there, 0.100 credits, and that's methane. That's really good for running a power plant. And we'll head across to the next one. And silicon. Well, I'm in the desert, and guess what? I found sand. Beautiful. Rightio. To find out where you are and where you go, we do have a map, and that's the M key. And you can see on that little circle just there. I can zoom in a little bit closer, and this is the region I'm in. Desert here. And this is a forestry region, and you've got mountains, etc., which are a lot harder to maneuver through unless you've played for a while. Okay, so let's keep on moving. We'll keep cruising down, and hopefully we'll pick up a few more sites. The radar actually does help you find them. You turn that radar off and your vision is greatly reduced. Okay, so here's a little bit of a different biome, and we'll cruise into there. 5 credits for the new biome, so it's well worth finding them. There are traders around the place. They're AIs, but they are there. You can actually trade resources, or you can actually use the credits to purchase. Crude oil, gotta love it. Can't complain about crude oil. Again, we can run a combustion generator, that will produce electricity. Nothing works without electricity, so that's good to know. But what I am looking for, my sole purpose at the moment, is to find copper. Now trees, you can drive through them. It just slows the vehicle right down. Okay, so you're not impeded by going through them apart from speed. Now you can't get up some of the hills. You just have to find the right path, and you'll be okay. Rightio, come on, stay out of those trees. The vehicle's a little slippery to start with, Beautiful coal source, so that's fantastic. And we do have another one over there, and I'll zap across and check that one out. Again, building up credits and resources. I won't mine any silicon at this stage. Oh, look at that, more silicon. Surprise, surprise. So there's the crude, there's the silicon, and we have choose which direction to go. Let's go to the right. Now you can't brake the vehicle, which is a good thing, because you all seen the way I drive. If you've seen my videos at Astroneer, it's quite hilarious. The vehicle goes where it wants to go, and I just go along for the ride. Okay, off into the distance, we have another one. Head out and we'll find what we're looking for. We hope. And aluminium. Okay, nothing wrong with the aluminium. That's a very handy resource. Now, we can't get it just from mining straight there without an extractor, but we can come across and hit the side of these hills, and we are extracting aluminium and gravel. Gravel, we do need a lot of it, but later, and we will have a lot of it. In fact, we get so much that you'll find we just throw it away. Okay, I'll hang on to it at the moment. I just don't want it laying on the ground. Now this blue bar is your power source. When you run out of power, it gets down to the bottom and it has to recharge. While it's recharging, there's not much you can do apart from check out where you are and see what's happening. Okay, so I don't need that much aluminium, but what I do, I can tell you straight up, is I do have the capacity to convert that into hard metal. And hard metal, we are going to need a lot. I can convert aluminium and both a copper plus a few of the other resources into hard metal. And you can see there all the symbols for silicon, etc. Right. If it ever comes up depleted for an area, all you have to do is move it just slightly and you will still get more. The closer I am to that center resource point, the more resources I get. So as I get further away, the actual amount of resources reduce. Okay, I'll keep on motoring. I don't need aluminium at this stage. Oh, I do actually. I do. Silly boy. Come on, getting close. There we go. Crack it away and gather some aluminium. What I do need is to create a extra tank. So I need 3,000 for that, and I'll show you in a second. Slow, slow, slow. Come on, you can do better than this. While that's recharging, we'll have a look on the left-hand side up here. We do have our settings, which is your music setting, and also the very quiet music. What's going on? Okay, I'll keep it down anyway. We have a music setting and a few other settings, and then we have the vehicle itself. You can do that, or you can just hit the I key, tells you what in there, and we can upgrade some of these components later. And the final one is the one which we really want, is all the products we can create in the world. At this stage, containers, decorations, extractors, generators and lights. And you see in the containers we have a couple of batteries, a storage container, and a liquid and a gas container. Everything costs money. A flag can be used to claim an area, relatively cheap, an ore extractor, and then we have the liquid extractor, and we have a small gas collector. They all cost resources, you just can't pop them down. Generators, small combustion, and there for an example you can see it requires 3,500 hard metal, 2,500 silicon, and 2,200 copper. And the next one, 2,200 copper. And this one, 3,000 copper. And this one, 200 copper. And this one, 1,000 copper. So you can see why I have a need for copper. I've got to get that copper in order to get going very well. Rightio. So we'll just keep hitting that for a second. The next one is a light. At this stage, there's only one light. Now you're going to say, oh, there's bugger all in this game. That's the beginning phase. If I go back to the if I go back to the extractors, not the extractors, the generators. This is geothermal. This one here is a science lab, and you need to put down the science lab, feed it with resources, and eventually it will research new stuff for you. So the idea is you've got to get down, get that working to upgrade, and once you get to the required research done, then you can start to build more things. Okay, so you have to work your way up. Right, in we go again. Straight up, aluminium, just a couple more. Right, I have 3,000 now, so if I go into here, go check my vehicle out, and there's an attachment for my vehicle. This is a storage pod. Straight away, if I take that, pop it there, it will show up in my inventory. This allows me to have extra storage. So that's it, but I do sacrifice either my radar or my mining tool. So what I do is I'll just switch those between the other and leave the storage there. At this stage, I can't actually do any more extracting, but I can continue to look for my copper. I don't just have to change the mining tool back and remove the storage. In fact, I better just do that quickly. I want that in part number 2, that in part number 1. Activate it, and away we go again. Heading on out, another container, and this is what we're after. This one here is should be an upgrade, if I'm lucky. Check it out straight away, and that turret there is exactly the same as that one. No upgrade there, however I can salvage it and pick up copper, silicon and aluminium. Excellent. It's a shame, I'd really prefer an upgrade, but that's just life. Find out where I am. I want to go back down to the south a bit. Don't want to get too far away from the lakes area until I get myself established, work out where I am. It's a very good place to orientate on. I can always work out which way I'm going. Heading back towards the lakes. Coal I've already discovered. Oop, watch where I'm driving. This is coal, aluminium. Now, day and night cycle, as you can see, it's coming on night. It does get fairly dark. What you hope for is, ooh, look at all these. Oh, this is a good area. Please, please be copper. One of you just has to be copper, and I will be a very happy chap. Magnesium, excellent. Nickel, excellent. Back across this way. Geothermal heat. Oops, still drive carefully. Aluminium. Bit of water. Oh, something just popped up over there. Up comes the moon. Now, if I do find a container with a drone, or a drone just laying around, there are some drones that follow you around. and they actually will light up the area around you. Magnesium, nickel, geothermal heat, aluminium. Where am I? Yeah, definitely want to stay around this area. But again, it's all absolutely useless without copper. No copper, no... Okay, so we're back around this area again. Let's head off in this direction. Now I haven't found a way to mark the map. Oh, slide crash. Haven't found a way to mark the map with what's where. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Whether I print it out and write it all down, but that's not really the thing I'd like to do. Let's head on down here. Please, please. Please, please be copper somewhere. I don't want to get too far away from all those resources. But, like I said, the copper is the key for the whole game. Okay, so we've got something pop up here. Got a canopy dropper, a canister on the ground behind us. It just went onto the screen and then disappeared. Oh, water. Oh, 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 oh. Let's get out of this water. Back it up, back it up. Now, the car will drive in the water. It will probably turn turtle. I've done that a couple of times. So, I picked up another source of aluminium. And we'll go back to the... I don't want to go up there. I'm going to go back down towards the southwest. Again, sand, sand everywhere. I don't know if that's a... That is the ocean. Okay, I am heading the right direction. Gold. Now you say, how do I mine it out in the water? I just need to identify it for the moment. Beautiful. Pick up the credit, head back out. An extractor on the coast here should pick that up. I'll give you a demonstration. If I go in here, go to the world, go to the extractors, grab an ore and pop it there, it will get 0.195 aluminium and 0.41 gold. As I move towards it, the gold is increasing. So still not a very good return, but it gives you an example. I can get things by getting close. Halfway between the two, it will give me half of each, depending on the size of the area. So if it's a large, then I'm going to get more ore out of it. Platinum. Okay, this is just a canister. Platinum's a nice hard metal. Have I seen that one? Nope, it would have shown up by now. Cobalt, another hard metal. Actually, it's not. You can't turn that one into hard metal. And again, another new one over here. Just keep an eye on where I'm going. I keep getting turned around quite easily. I don't want to be going northwest. I actually want to be going to the south. More aluminium, more credits, and it's a large supply. And we have another one over there. Well, I'll check it out. Oh, another one behind it. Oh, okay. Just to show the vehicle can't get damaged. There she goes. Crash, roll. And we're upside down. Easy fix. If it doesn't self-right itself, you can hit it with the space bar, little thrusters, and that will raise it back up. You can actually move the vehicle if it gets stuck, and that's a reset button. For example, if I had to relocate it, I can get unstuck button. But it does have a countdown, so you can't just continually use it. Coal. Okay, I'll go around and see if I can get up the top here somewhere. Okay, so this episode will be basically just about first getting access to the coal. Okay, we have medium coal there, sorry, access to the copper. I could be collecting resources, but you'll find, come on, get out of there. You'll find, just got to change the angle on this and I should be able to get out. There we go, there we go, there we go. Rightio. Yep, until you find that copper, you really can't do much. You just load up your stuff, your chests. You can't pick anything up, and I don't mind aluminium. I can always turn that into hard metals. Okay, I'm getting further and further away. Titanium. Beautiful. Where am I? Okay. These two, and then I'll head back towards the lakes area. So very rich resource area, but as I said, without copper I can't extract much of it. I do like crude though, and I do want to go see what's up here. Crude oil, like a combustion generator, so that will produce electricity for us. Copper, baby, baby, we are happy. Huge copper supply, huge, technical term that, huge, and a new biome, so that's cool. I'm just going to grab this over here. Now be careful, don't get stuck. Could I get out down there? Yep, I can. Woohoo! Crash Bandicoot, you got nothing on me, pal. Rightio, ooh, 7,629. Rightio, my job at the moment is we found copper. We have a oil supply. I haven't got enough, as many resources in the area as I would like. However, this will be my initial base, and I am going to do it right there. To do this, I am going to have to mine copper to get going. Find a nice wall. Over we go. Change back from the radar back to our mining turret and gather some copper. As I said, gravel, we will get a ton of it. So this might be a bit boring for a few minutes, but once we've done this, you'll watch the construction really start. Okay, so what we are after is this ore extractor. I need 2,468 silicon. You can see it's all around us, that's not a problem. 2,500 copper, and that will be great. I hope the volume's still coming through okay. Like I said, I had a terrible problem, excuse me, a terrible problem with the mic, terrible problem with the internet. Hopefully they're both all resolved. This should be coming through and coming through nice and clear. Rightio, let's see how we're going. Bit of silicon just to change it up, and we are only after 400 more, and we're laughing. Okay, so as soon as we get some energy and stuff built up, this is the boring part, but you've got to start somewhere. If we find the trader, we can trade stuff. We can buy stuff with those credits, but at this stage we have nothing of any value. Radio, we have that. I do have to get some more copper, but just to stop you getting all bored, we'll go and pop down this ore extractor, and we're going to put it smack bang dead center. 2.56, anywhere in this region is pretty good. If I get too far away, it starts to reduce, but copper is my main resource. I don't mind going over towards, let's get that off. Let's see if I can get, yep, right on top there, that will do. That'll be right, parking away. Okay, got to be part of a faction. Oh, BigShadowsWorld. Who would have guessed it, hey? Rightio, so from there, into the copper. A new outpost has been created, and we get to name that outpost up here. So, let's call it Copperville. Pick a colour. Red's nice. Don't know what difference it makes, but there it is. And now we have access to do more things. So that was the whole purpose. Once we get that first item down, we have an outpost, and from that outpost we can increase our ability to do things. I can't do any research because I don't have a research station. No trade at the moment because there's no one on this apart from me. And resource summary, I am short on electricity. I have nothing at the moment. This won't even be working because it needs power. However, there is over to the north, I think, was that oil. So if I have to pop that back there for a second, turn it on, and you can see these are within my range. Crude over there, and that resource I haven't even found yet. Okay, so that's within our range. So if I pop down a refinery over there, gather that crude, I should be able to put it in the tank and feed a power generator. So it's only just started at the moment. I will gather some more, oh excuse me, I need to gather some more resources, and we'll get stuck into that. Silicon, like I said, it's not a problem. I still need it, and I need, oh, there's just gravel there, that's no good. Just make sure I have space. Copper. Now I can deplete an area if I just hold it on there for a while, and if I deplete it, then it will actually work. All I have to do is move it just a touch to the side, and I will pick up more. Rightio, so this box here was the vehicle. Here's our settings, our exits and getting in and out. We can use that at any time. And this is our main. So I need a small liquid, 2500, 2500, and I need a generator, and that's another 2200. So I do need lots of copper. Have a look around the place. She's not a bad little map. The vehicle works well, sticks to the ground most times. You can drive it through water. I believe you also get research to make it 60% more buoyant. I have driven it in the ocean. I've turned turtle, but the space key, a little bit of a thrust boost, it gets you back on your feet. So while that charges charges up, I'm actually going to go for a quick drive over and collect this canister. Now the green dot will stay on. Oh beauty, that's where it is. Thought it was miles away. The green spot will stay on, so you can always find your way home. If we go to the main map and zoom in, you'll see the green spot just there, and you can actually identify it. New induction motor, excellent, excellent, excellent. Increase the power of my vehicle, or too far away. Oh, no inventory space. Okay, I'm overweight. 94 plus that would put me overweight. This gravel, love you, but I'm going to leave you. End of story. And I'll pick that up, back in my inventory. That there will replace that engine. This one, hopefully, I can just throw it away. I was hoping to scrap it, but I can't scrap it. I might as well pick up the bit of gravel and see what happens. And change of tone in the vehicle. And I'll just have a quick look at this resource. Please be good, please be good. Silicon. Anyway, back we go. Very easy to lose your bearings when you haven't got the radar on. But once you come within range, everything that's dark here is actually within range of our... Oh, I wonder what that resource is. Better go have a look because it actually belongs to us. Oops. Oh, look at that. That was the one I threw away. Just there. See how hard it is without the radar? Oh, what a waste. Silicon. Okay, so back to the base. Back to more copper. And the value of copper, we can also turn copper into hard metal. We need hard metal. That prototype induction motor is actually going to annoy me over there. Come around this side, swing it around. Bit more grunt to get up the hill. Again, inventory's full, but I don't mind dumping this here now. So if you load it up with a whole pile of good resources and you run out of inventory space, you find yourself coming across something you need and you can't pick it up. How are we going for copper? Okay, so we do have enough to put down the... I want to change to my radar. There's my crude. Now because it's within range, that crude will actually fill a tank over by the copper. Get as close as I can, and I don't want a generator, I want an extractor. Liquid. Oh, silicon. You'll be right. I can't remove the storage, I don't think. I haven't tried that yet. Like I said, the good thing about being in the desert, you won't run out of silicon. Okay, we'll try again. Liquid. Beautiful. Now, it won't do anything. It hasn't got any power. However, that's within range of over there. If I grab myself a container, and I need liquid. I need more sand. Okay. Okay, so that copper is really my main base area. So I really want everything around here. I am actually going to put down one of those. I'm going to change it straight up to catch copper. So that's our storage. Refit it to just take copper. Still don't know what these color pickers do, but stay up the top. I am going to be able to get copper, silicon and gravel. Well, I'm really only interested in the copper, so that's fine there. The other thing I need is liquid. And the third thing I need is generator, and I need silicon and more copper. Okay, I need to change that to fuel. Crude oil. It only shows crude oil and water at the moment because it's the only two things that I've actually found. I've only found crude oil. I haven't found methane or anything within the region. So it tells you what you can store within the region. Away we go. Still got more to go. Okay, now I am in the desert, and as such, I can expect dust storms and things like that. Okay, do I have enough now? Oh, almost. Radio. Come on. Okay, so there we go. It's going to run on coal. We need to, crude oil. We need to tell it what we need. It has no crude at this very point in time because we have no crude being produced. It needs crude oil to actually get this generator running. So I am going to put in one extra thing, and that's to get everything up and running. Back over here. Oh, cool. I was just going to go for the radar. When the sun comes up, ooh, 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 ooh. So this is a new game. It's only out last week or so, so it's not too bad. What do I need? Yes, I'm going to pop that right there. When the sun comes up, that will actually get that feeding that, and it consumes 3, but I should be able to pick up power from the other one. Current utilization 0, there's no sunshine. Don't know what this does again, but anyway, there we go. And away we go. So the task now is wait for the sun to come up, get some crude flowing with the solar power, and then that shall get the copper generating. In the meantime, we'll head back towards our main area, back towards the copper. From there, we will put down a few more storage facilities, and then we'll consider science. Now the science is going to require resources, so if I put it here, I can just have to go bring resources to it. In the meantime, hard metal, 2000 left. This copper can become hard metal just like that. Stack it together. The titanium can become hard metal, but I'm going to keep it as titanium at the moment. I don't know, it seems to have a I'll go to it again. Oops, get off that. If I have a look at it there, can be used in construction of 17 objects, used for 2 chemical reactions, so I'm just going to keep it for the moment. It's pretty rare and should be fine. Okay, 22:26 at night, May 13, 10 degrees Celsius. We will continue to gather these few resources and basically wait for the sun. Now remember, I dropped down that gravel. It has disappeared. So if you throw stuff on the ground thinking it's going to be there when you come back, pretty good chance it won't be. Now, hard metal. Those containers, I need a different container for every different type of product. So if I want to store titanium, I'm going to need a container. So I'm going to need tons and tons of hard metal. Once I have those containers, then it's just a matter of bringing it, storing it, and building from there. Everything within this zone will actually be able to access the power and all the facilities here, and it will transship to all the other locations on this particular area. Okay, how are we going? Okay, I wish it did stack automatically, but while this is regenerating, I'm going to stick down another container. Now I don't need to be this close, so I am actually just going to go for a container, drop it down, and leave some spaces in between. This one, yes, it's going to load. It's producing. Oh, I'm getting some power. I am getting some power. Some ambient. That's solar power. At night is still producing some current, which is quite interesting. So therefore it should be no oil flowing yet, so it's all solar power at the moment. Yep, it's collecting gravel. I do need some silicon. Well, I don't need silicon. I'll just collect the gravel. Other option I have on that is to take it and store titanium or the coal, aluminium. I'm going to take this and I'm going to switch it to store aluminium. It's more use. Gravel is everywhere. Refit that. Yes, I will accept that. I can go into my inventory, drag the aluminium. Now it doesn't matter which one I go to. If I try to put it into there, it will automatically go to there. And if you have a look in here, it's there. So these will feed, so you don't have to get to exactly the right one if you can't remember where it is. just put it into one nearby and it will go to the correct box. Okay, so that's just freeing up some of my storage. I did pick up the gravel and that's increased my weight dramatically. If I drop it away, 13%, so that gravel is quite heavy. Should I create a box for it? No, I shouldn't. Okay, so I'll dump that there. Coal, I do need another one. Okay, so while that's working away, it's now 2:25 in the morning. As soon as that oil starts flowing, then it will continue to flow, and the extractor for the copper will continue to operate 24 hours a day from that point on. Now, that solar, of course, is not the most powerful. It actually, the extractor needs 5 units. It produces 1.67. So 3 of those would be what you need. Back to the map. And here we are. This is our base. We are up here. I really want it to be down here. But that's fine. That's our first point. From there, we can explore around and set up a new base. One of the good things, if I want to move, I can just pull everything down. I recover the 100% resources. The main thing is if I have space in my inventory, when I pull something down, otherwise it will lay on the ground and I will lose it. Don't think there's any fast forwards or anything like that. Time is time. I can't see any way of modifying it. Creative modes there. If you haven't played before, it's a good idea to have a little look, and then you'll see all the items that you can construct later on. Now, like I said, it is PvP, so just be aware that if you're on a server, you have a 48 hour cooldown before they can come and raid. You can build fences, walls, etc. But that's only after you've researched it. Here comes the sun. Oh god, that's bad. And away we go. Let's have a little look, see. Sun's coming up. There's our oil. Nothing as yet. I'm pretty sure I can leave it over here. Let's just drop back to the radar, make sure. Well within area. I can hear something working here. If I have to pick that up and move it, I will. Okay, and you just notice then that the gravel disappeared just now. Okay, let's have a look. Let's pull that down. Let's pick up those resources. Okay, so hopefully that starts collecting now. Producing some power. let's up the power supply. I'm pretty sure I have sufficient resources. Nope. Silicon. Just get it all working before we start. Hard metal. Let's just convert 25%. That should be sufficient. Yep. Okay, so hopefully that will start to pick up the power. 100% utilization. Come on, you can do it. Now what we're going to do is just check to see that whether that oil is actually going straight to the oil generator, and that's why it's not storing. See whether it's just being fully consumed. So it's not getting any at the moment. So it's getting power. That's producing power. That's producing power. Okay. Well, it's just being a pain. While we're here, let's just do some drilling, see what we get. Gravel. Oh, a little bit of copper. Well, that's alright. Go for a drive, come back, and I'll probably just go for a drive for a couple of minutes. Get off the map, see if I come back and something's happened. That's a new biome up there. Just by going into that, I should be able to pick up some credits. Oh, drive straight. She's a wonky old thing, this thing. Need to upgrade the suspension, and that will come soon. Oh, just made it. Cool. Now I've moved out of my zone, and as you can see, those 3 little boxes have disappeared. So I'm back to the bare basics at this moment. Oh, there's something over this way. Geothermal layer. There is some stuff over here as well. Now things do spawn in behind you, which is a bit of a pain. I'm now within range of our facilities. So all the resources that I find in this area, selenium. I can shampoo my hair. Too far away. Something over here. More crude. Oh, this is... nickel. Oops. Chuck the UE. Silicon. So any refinery or extractor over here for the nickel will pick up the silicon, which is again of no benefit to me, but I will grab a bit of nickel just to see the value of it. Ah, look in the distance, straight behind us. This is a good way to end the episode. We have just found the trader. See the hut over there? Now this area is supposedly belongs to YI-76 is neutral, so it's an AI, and basically I can go across here and do some trading. So depending on what I want, I can buy and sell. He doesn't buy everything and he doesn't sell everything, but it's still not too bad. So okay, so here we are. Let's have a little look. He sells aluminium, calcium fluoride, copper, crude, hard metals, iron, phosphorus, platinum, selenium, silver, steel and zinc. So that's what he'll buy. He'll sell aluminium, copper, ethane, hard metal, iron. Oh, sorry, that's for me to sell. So that's what I have got, and that's what I could sell it for if I wish. I do have 974.2 credits. That's purely from exploring. So I could technically buy a pile of stuff, or I could wait for it to come along. At this stage, I don't know what I'm after. I could go hard metal, and that would get me going. I could get a bit of copper. Let's just get a bit of crude. And we'll buy that. I'm going to throw that straight into the actual generator. Kick it going. Hopefully everything else will pick up from that. Phosphorus. Now that's worth a lot of money back at the traders, from memory. So it's good to know that's there. Our direction home. Trouble with this, so easy to get lost. Oh, sorry, I should have said around the edge there, you can see there's a little marker, and that's Coppersville's 1.6 kilometers to the north. Along the way, that resources haven't been claimed, so we'll go past that, identify it as we go. The driving does take a bit of getting used to. Nickel, off to the right, might as well divert just a touch. So the value of the radar there is very good. Silicon, oh and I want the credits anyway, so I'll grab that. Back on track. 500 meters. something right out to the right out there. Have I been there before? Nope. Okay. Titanium. Cool. Credits. Something on the ground. We'll pick it up. Base is behind us. Hard metal. I'll grab that. Head back to our base. Pick the easy route. Bit of stunt driving. Okay, so you can see there's a fair bit of work to do to get going. As I said, if you're in PvP type thing, why doesn't it recognize my crude? I've been there before. Don't know, that's not right. I should have been producing all day. Now it doesn't recognize me here either. Okay, let's have a look at this. Do I have any resources? I'll pop down another tank. Don't want water. I'll pop it crude. I'll refit. And from there, into my inventory. Move it across, grab that crude, pop it into there. And now that should fire up. There it is, it did fire up. From there, that will fire up that, and that will start working. See, it's extracting away there. And these will slowly, not the aluminium, the copper will slowly increase with time. Okay, so it's a bit of an issue, but we'll sort that out off screen. And I'll come back and find out what's going on later. Okay guys, thanks for your company. And this has been a Project 5. And like I said, new game's only out last week. I haven't found any glitches of any significance as yet. A bit of work to do. Lots of things you can build as you research. And research will be my next thing. In the meantime, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.